Hello, this is Shamrani from Providence Life Design. How are you guys doing? I wanted to make sure that I put out a video for you. I have quite a few that I want to put out, but this one is just going to be about, plants, indoor plants, their benefits, why you should have plants. Maybe you need to consider picking up some. You might even need to you might even be able to adopt some from outdoors if your climate permits where you are, okay? So some of it I was familiar with, but I had to do just a little bit of looking up for additional information. And it's almost as if like you inherently know these things, especially if you're someone that likes to have plants, you like to be in the outdoors, you like to go hiking, you like to ground, you like to be barefoot. When you're like a person that is close to nature, some of these things I think you just inherently know, right? But I think some of us, life just had us so busy that we just didn't understand the benefit of having plants, right? So in a space, let's just say you run an air conditioner all the time, or you have a smoker in the house, or anything can pretty much cause a problem for the stability of the air quality in your home. It's like there's just such a value in you having plants. The first one I'm going to talk about is the rubber plant. It's a very hardy plant. It has shiny leaves. Yeah, so it's really hardy. That's what I know about. I've never actually owned one before because it's not the aesthetic that I've, been going for. But if you're a man, here's a little note. A rubber plant is quite masculine. It has a quite masculine appearance. I've never heard anybody refer to plants that way, but I think it's important to include that. So like for some of my clients that are doing, their interiors are not on the feminine side. Mr. Carey, like for you, for an instance, like a rubber plant would be great. Like you could totally get that where you are, where you're located. But it has a very masculine aesthetic to it. It allows energy to flow smoothly in the space, and it is also easy to care for. So you're probably going to treat it almost like a succulent, like you're not really doing a whole lot of watering of that. It probably it can handle mixed light and, not direct. It doesn't need to be in direct sunlight or anything like that. The next thing is the fiddle leaf. The fiddle leaf, I feel like, has made such a resurgence in interior design because it is such an attractive plant for staging. It's like if you are a person that likes a minimalist type of environment, you like Japani design, you like Scandinavian design, if you do ultra Miami modern, not traditional environments, but all those other ones that I have mentioned, it is a perfect plant for that. It's okay for masculine or feminine environments, and it has large leafy looking plants. Like for me, it reminds me of like fig leaves from like a fig tree, but they're very green. It's great for the good the energy to move throughout the space. And it is, I wrote that it's common in home designs. It's very common in home designs, right? Anytime you see somebody showing you something that is like an impression of a contemporary or the design is influenced by modern, but it's on the contemporary side, you might see it. I wouldn't use it in traditional environments where you're using like a lot of cherry and dark woods. I wouldn't put it in that kind of space. But if you have like a light and bright and chrome and white and reflective and mirrored, tons of, heavy saturation of natural light from the outdoors, you're using a lot of light woods, you're a minimalist in your design, uncluttered spaces, wide open, not a lot of clutter or whatever. It's just such a great accent for the staging of that space. Okay, snake plant is also called mother-in-law tongue. It is an amazing plant. Aside from it like helping you with keeping the air clean, I personally have this plant. Aside from you keeping the air clean, it also cuts negative energy, right? So it might aid in you being a happy bundle of human sunshine like myself, right? If you're someone that you fight tirelessly to maintain the good energy in your space, a happy environment, restful milieu, just a place where you can just be clear with your thoughts, and you have friends, you have visitors, it's an office, that type of thing. It is a great plant. It's a great plant for communal workspaces and for offices, and offices that are, full of cubicles and large amounts of people coming in and out of there, and important things being discussed in meeting rooms and that type of thing. It's a great space for that. Mother-in-law tongue. For the bedroom, it's a great plant for the bedroom. Okay, aside if you want to have some crystals, some rose quartz, and that type of thing. I want to also add, I don't have it here on my list, but like the different types of ivies that, I talked about it the last time we did a video about indoor foliage and house plants and artificial plants and, those god-awful things. Like things that are like they vine and they just spring leaves. They do not necessarily have to be planted in dirt. You can keep those in water, and those are great for the bathroom. They survive in there. You don't even have to have any like natural sunlight. Just, you turn on the light when you're in there. You're taking showers in there, so it steams up in there. It's like a great environment for those and bamboo, okay? The next one is the Anthurium. It is a plant. It's very graceful, slender looking plant, graceful green leaves, but it has a white flower at the top that opens up. Right? It has a white flower that just opens up, and then you'll see like an inner stem with like white, like a white bumpy type of stem that's in the center of it, right? So it is a very common, no, that's the peace lily, excuse me. That's the peace lily that's very graceful, and it has like the white flower at the top that splits open. The peace lily, it filters the air, and it's very easy to care for. You will be able to find those easily in like home centers of stores, big box stores. You'll be able to find them easily in the supermarkets as well. If you do not have like designated flower shops in your area, you will be able to find it inside the supermarket. It is a plant that's great for like your living room, your kitchen. I wouldn't put it in the bathroom. I wouldn't put it in the bedroom because plants tend to kind of get, to be forgotten for like regular care in those spaces. I feel like a mother-in-law tongue will be better for a bedroom. Even a rubber plant would be better for the bedroom. The snake plant, I called it mother-in-law tongue, but that's the name of it. So peace lily is another great one. That's nice for like foyers, entryways, living rooms, family rooms, that kind of thing. The one that I was trying to pronounce before, the Anthurium, it is a plant that has, it's similar to the peace lily, but instead of it being a white flower at the top, this one has a heart-shaped red flower at the top. It adds beauty. It's very graceful. It's perfect for promoting relationships. So like a space where you would do like a lot of meeting, you're meeting people, your personal office. That's another good place for you to put it. You can put it in the bedroom, but you have to decide if you want to see that kind of color in your bedroom. For me personally, it's what I know, and this is in design. This is, some people, they are okay with living with red and hot colors in their sleeping space, right? For some people, the colors are a little too spicy. I don't like anything that makes me think about pepper and curries when I have to rest, right? I want to be able to rest in serenity and be able to feel good, and my sheets to feel cool, and good sheets, and just just beautiful, and all of that other kind of stuff. So if you're someone where having red items in your bedroom excites you, where you just always got that kind of action going on, then by all means you're gonna get yourself an anthurium, Anthurium plant. I did mention briefly the bamboo plant. I think it's just so beautiful for people to have. It is something that is better for it to be contained in a pot and not for you just to plant it in your yard, because it will spread like wildfire. Bamboo, sugarcane, anything that is along those lines where it is a stalk type of plant, it could end up duplicating itself and spreading itself beyond the parameters that you thought you had set up for it. So you want to just be careful with that. So house plants are very important for you to have. It's going to keep the energy flowing. It's going to help you with your creativity. It's going to help you with your productivity. It'll help you with keeping you in the best mood. It'll also reduce noise levels. So if you live if you live in New York, where your background noise isn't crickets and birds chirping, it's sirens all the time. It helps us create a buffer. I have a friend, Nakomi, and she was the only other person I knew that lived in Brooklyn that had as many plants as I did, if not more, right? Yeah, she had way more than I did. Mine were all on the inside of my living room, and then I had some in my bedroom. But Nakomi, she had them on her roof. Or the landlord's roof. She had them in her living room. She had them in her kitchen, right? And she was planting them. She had an amazing green thumb, right? I just love women like that. Women that just know how to make something out of nothing. I love that. That is so amazing. I come from a woman like that, so I think that's probably where my love of that comes from. So plants are really, really important. They help purify the indoor air by absorbing the toxins, right? So that's the reason, me personally, I like if I have a bamboo or an ivy or something that I'm using in water instead of dirt. I think that's the best way to keep them, because you'll be able to see the toxins, especially if it's in a glass jar. So you'll know periodically, every couple of months, oh, I need to take this out, take out some of the old roots, rinse the roots, wash the container it's in, do a little pruning, and then you put it back and it'll just do its job. It's amazing, right? God, plants are just so, you guys need to get your life, okay? Get your life. Get yourself some plants. Don't put them on top of your TV. If you want to have them in the sunlight, make sure it can withstand having direct light. Get useful plants if you're a cook, you're a chef. Get yourself some rosemary and some fat leaf thyme, and and pepper plants and things like that. Lemon is quite beautiful. Oh my goodness, lemon trees, little mini lemon trees, they have the most intensely hardy emerald colored leaves. And then if the fruit starts coming in, oh my God, you just have the most beautiful thing growing in for your kitchen, right? So plants are super important. Get it. Do your research. Look on YouTube. See what people are recommending. See what's the easiest to take care of if you're not into the complexities of horticulture. All right, so this is Shamrondi from Providence Life Design. Feel free to reach out to me if you are interested in having some e-design done for yourself, some virtual design, so we can kind of create a plan for you that is savable. It's something that you'll be able to use and you'll be able to go forward, so that when all of the different avenues of being able to order non-essential items becomes available, you're going to have a good idea of what it is that you want to order. Our consultations are, we do video. There are boards that we can reference. We can create a mood board, and then put you on the path to being able to order those things, or make your decision, comparative shop, all of that. If in the case that you need full project managing, you want me just to present ideas to you, I'll be happy to do so. I can help you take care of that quickly in a jiffy. If you're real estate estate agent and you are putting a property on the market, it's under 250,000, and you're trying to think, you know, what can I do just to spruce this up to help the homeowner to be able to sell quickly on the slim? You let me know. I can handle that with very small consulting fees. If it is a house that needs full staging, I am available. I work with amazing people. Anything it is that needs to be done from full build all the way to minor renovations, okay? So my name is Shimrandi Providence. I can be reached at 917-830-7870. You can email me, Design with Providence. You can message me here on Instagram or leave a message here on YouTube as well. Stay blessed. Have an amazing one, guys. Oh, and a little note, when you're doing a little online ordering, have yourself a little measuring tape in hand, okay? That'll help you to understand spatially what you're purchasing and making sure that it's the correct scale for when you bring it into your home. Have a blessed one, guys. Take care.